Hello, this is Branko from Euro Yachts Australia. Today we're opening up our HLX400 Highline inflatable, which is the aluminium floor version. Let's have a look at the contents inside. As mentioned before, this is the aluminium floor version. So these are the aluminium boards. They do have their own bag, but this is how you get them while they're packaged. Just pop them over here for the minute. Also have an overall cover for the boat. Two-way pump, so it inflates on the upstroke and the downstroke, makes life a little bit easy. These are the rails and the aluminium seats. On the 400 HLX, which this is the model, the 4-meter one, you get two seats as standard. So these are the interconnecting rails for the floor. Pair of paddles. Repair kit with glue, spare material and some other bits and pieces on the inside. Okay, so we've got the main part, or the main bag in the box now, which is the boat itself. Got my colleague Jeff to help me. And we have the bag here, which is for the actual floorboards once we've taken them out of their own packaging. Instruction manual with a full C certificate, and of course this boat comes with its own HIN number, so nice and easy to register whichever state you're in. So we're just opening the main boat bag up. As you can see, it's all nicely packaged and protected. When we take it out of the bag for the first time, just want to make sure we get all the plastic out of the way. Okay, so we just put a little bit of air into the main chambers of the boat. There's 3 chambers. We don't want to overinflate them because we've got to put the aluminium floor in, so we want to give it enough flexibility for us to be able to do that. But all we need to do is just easily pump it up with a few strokes from the pump. It's very efficient. And this is pretty much where we want to be before putting the aluminium floor in. Okay, so as we're pumping up, you'll see this little high pressure relief valve here. This is a fantastic feature, especially in a hot country like Australia. So if you have the boat on the davit and the sun gets to it, it prevents over pressurization and the seams being pulled apart. No other boat to my knowledge has this. and this is a fantastic feature to protect your boat and your investment. So we're now preparing the boat for installing the aluminium boards. This being a 4 metre with 5 sections, 2 aluminium seats and 2 sets of rails as well. So we'll start off with the forward section. These are all very straightforward. Number 1, number 2 and so on and so forth. So as mentioned earlier, it's nice to leave the boat not overinflated at this stage, just to give enough room to get the boards in nice and snug. We work our way from either end and then we meet in the middle, as I'll explain in a second. Very important that the aluminium panel at the back here tucks underneath these 2 brackets. That obviously being the one-way bilge release. That's closed, that's open. Very important to line it all up so it's all nice and straight. So when we put the supporting rails in, it makes life a lot easier. You'll note Talamex always supply, even on the airfloor versions as well as these aluminium ones. A very good idea is the tank strap. Keeps it forward, keeps the weight nicely balanced and stops it moving around. So we've got all the boards in. So this is what we want to achieve when we put the boards in. So one at the front, one at the back, and meet in the middle and create this bridge. So once the bridge is there, it's a simple case of just gently standing on it and letting it level out. And now we're going to get the supporting rails on either side which lock everything into place. As you can see, once it's locked into place, it's a very, very firm platform, very stable platform. This is what these boats are extremely good at. Okay, so we're just finishing off the locking rails for the aluminium floorboard. So on this particular model, the longer ones go onto the front sections, and it's just a simple case of making sure again that you haven't put too much pressure into the hulls. Bit of fine adjustment. There we have it. Okay, and then we've got the final small one that goes in the back here, just behind the long rail. Same thing again, we just slot it down, just make sure it's in the middle where the joint is of the 2 rear ones, and it just clicks into place. So, as if by magic, the 2 seats are on the boat. They simply slide on these channels. Obviously these are aluminium and they're fully adjustable, so you can slide them up and down. Not so much adjustment on the rear one for obvious reasons, because that's where the engine is. But when the boat's new, you may want to put a little bit of talcum powder or a bit of washing up liquid. It just helps the actual board to slide on the seam. So all we do is just tap it in gently to the position required. We tend to leave it forward, like so. But you can always adjust that further back depending upon how you're loading your boat. So almost ready to finalise the pressure and get it up and get it ready for going into the water.